Hi, this is the Fitbit Air, Google's latest installment in the Fitbit franchise that they brought back in 2021. So what is this and who should get it? Well, it's basically a normal wrist activity tracker capable of measuring and tracking pulse, heartbeat, blood oxygen levels, skin temperature, and sleep. Utilizing its sensors, it can also be used to track various activities. More about that in a sec. The really neat, or really horrible, depending on how you see it, thing with this little activity tracker wristband is, though, of course, the complete lack of a display. In fact, the only way Fitbit Air can interact with you directly is either via vibrations if you set an alarm on it, or to indicate if the battery is of a decent level or going flat, something that is then indicated via a little LED light on the side of it. Otherwise, it just sits there, but it sits good. The fabric band is of fair quality and the little Fitbit unit snaps and rests snugly within it, not making any fuss really at all. And with a weight of only 12 grams, it is indeed a really lightweight little thing. And other than that, it is a little bit annoying when it gets caught on something like this. I actually have rarely noticed it for about the 3 weeks I have been using it. Also, having it on at night is really nice compared to a normal smartwatch that usually has its button pushed or the screen go off in the middle of the night. This one just sits there and stays out of the way. Since there is no screen, everything is though controlled via the phone, Android or iPhone, and the Google Health app on top of that. This one in turn is fine and gives a good, albeit sometimes slightly messy overview of the collected data. The data in turn is also perfectly okay, and everything from sleep data to steps are measured fairly correctly. For pulse, there might be better and more accurate alternatives, but according to me, it is perfectly decent for what it is. The otherwise biggest selling point of the Fitbit Air compared to, for example, its biggest competitor, Whoop 5.0, is also that there's no monthly cost tied to it, unless you want Google's Health Coach that comes free for 3 months with the band, and in all fairness is fine for in classic AI chat style helping with how to think regarding your body and workouts. Then whether or not it is worth about $10 a month, I don't know, but maybe for the right person. Regardless, everything else in terms of statistics, measuring, etc. is free, which is nice. As for real-world use, the Fitbit Air is more of a keep constant check on your vitals device rather than a working out super companion. You can use it for working out, but here the band firstly lacks GPS, meaning that you have to bring your phone to log the actual route for a run, for example. There's also no way of starting or stopping an activity directly from the band, so here too a phone must be used for that. A side note here when it comes to starting and stopping activities is that I would have wanted some kind of "are you sure that you want to start this workout" message. As it is right now, any activity starts immediately after you click on it, which does result in some occasional frustration, at least the 10th time you do this by accident. There is also an auto detect mode for activities where you get a little pop-up asking to specify what the heck you just did, and whilst this works okay, sometimes it is not by a long shot precise enough to measure actual activity in a precise manner. For battery life, Google states about 7 days, which is true, although in all honesty I would actually have wanted like another week or so to really get the whole set and forget experience even more. With that said though, the device charges pretty quick and the included USB 2 with magnetic contact charger holds the Fitbit Air in place perfectly okay while charging. A very annoying thing here though, countering the non-invasive approach of the screenless band, are the very frequent "please charge me" notifications that pops up every like 3 to 4 hours when the battery drops below 20-ish%. Also, for some reason, with no way of turning off these notifications at all other than to turn off all the notifications from the band. So stupid, but hopefully it will be fixed in future updates. But in total, and apart from the few software hiccups here and there, the Fitbit Air is actually a pretty interesting and also a bit of an innovative little tracker. It's not the first of its kind, but with a price tag of just shy of $100, it does offer a both cost-effective and also fairly detailed overview of the body's core everyday functionality. If you want a super-duper workout companion, definitely look elsewhere, but for the normal everyday exerciser person that carries a phone around anyway and just wants to keep on top of those steps and make sure that the body and heart is doing alright, all without getting disturbed by notifications in the process, it is actually really nice. Alright, those are my thoughts on the Google Fitbit Air. Please share any of your thoughts or questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Bye.